I think there's a very important topic to discuss, and all young adults, especially, need to listen to this because I've passed through it in the past and it brought me a lot of problems. And that is the concept of waking people up and saving society, saving humanity. Now, there's nothing wrong in that statement, in bringing change, in doing something valuable for humanity, etc. But we have to be very careful because there are some people that do not want to change. And those people will actually beat others who are trying to change them. And they will do it, of course, in an unconscious manner. But their very fact that they do not want to change, they start unconsciously um, damaging those who are challenging them. And they start resenting them, they start uh, thinking about them in a terrible manner. They don't see, first of all, of course, the intent, and also they don't see what is actually being laid out there. So they start escaping the facts that the individual is trying to put out there to wake them up or to bring change. Of course, there's a way that we can influence others. Of course, there are people who are very sensitive to the truth. We have to basically tell it to them in a specific manner. But my point here in this video is not to discuss this political manner of how we can influence others or how we can help others change. My point in this video is to warn the public and especially the young adults about this concept of waking people up. There are some people who are willingfully being ignorant, meaning that they do not value their time. Their time is being spent on games, on watching TV, um, several other methods as well used for distraction. And they can also be very subtle, distractive factors like basically not focusing on the real thing that they have to focus on. They basically create factors that distract them instead of focusing on the real solution. Um, they create a fake solution, or they follow what society is saying. But generally, to the young adult that is trying to help everyone, trying to bring good, because it's a really important thing to do. Once we embrace this humanity in us, once we be a good person, we actually validate that we are actually a good person, which is a really important thing. But we have to do it very carefully. There are some people who do not want to change. They are in a state of willful ignorance. And on the other side, there are people who want to change. Let's focus on those people. So it's very important to draw out the line between these two categories. The people that want to change and are willing to change will show it. Will show it in their focus, in their attention to you. They will pay attention to you. Also, their ego will show it. They will not be in denial. And you will see them basically genuinely expressing something about their internal world instead of just being obsessed with the material world. Because change happens from the inside, not from the outside. So if they're always talking about something external, then they're missing the point. If you're bringing the truth to them about the inside world, if they are expressive, they're talking about it, that means that they're willing to change. And those people, even if they take time to change at first. Just support them, and at a certain point they will change, but they want the intrinsic part of change, right? They want the real answer, and that comes, of course, from within. And those people also don't subscribe to magical pills. You will start seeing that they don't like magical pills, although they are very attracted to do something. You know, they feel that there's something incomplete that they want to work on. So this video is basically for just for the public and for the viewers to just differentiate and to also see this dynamic and play. We don't want to actually engage with people who do not want to change too much, because they actually will not change and they will go further from changing. So I personally detach from those people. Not that I'm aggressive towards them or I fight them or argue with them. I just keep a distance with them and don't engage much. I used to, but lately I've been putting boundaries with such people and just focusing on those who are actually willing to change and to follow truth, not live in a pseudo reality. So this differentiation is very important. Once we draw it out in our life, it will help us avoid a lot of problems in the future.